As the sun began to set, Yousaf's brothers returned home, carrying a shirt stained with blood. They rushed toward their father, crying loudly and pretending to be overwhelmed with grief. "Father," they said, "we went racing with one another and left Yousaf with our belongings. Then a wolf came and ate him. But we know you will never believe us, even if we are telling the truth." They handed him the shirt. But Prophet Yaqub, peace be upon him, looked carefully. The shirt was covered with blood, yet it was not torn. His heart knew something was wrong. "No! Your own souls have tempted you into something. So patience is most fitting. And Allah is the one whose help is sought against what you describe." What an incredible response. Yaqub was drowning in sorrow, yet he did not lose faith. He did not curse his sons, nor did he despair of Allah's mercy. He chose patience, beautiful patience. Meanwhile, far away from home, Yousaf remained alone in the darkness of the well. The night was cold and silent. Above him was a small circle of sky. Around him were stone walls and deep darkness. Any ordinary child would have been overwhelmed with fear. But Allah had not abandoned Yousaf. Allah had already promised him that one day he would rise above this hardship, and that his brothers would face him again without realizing who he was. Then, by the decree of Allah, help arrived from a place no one expected. A caravan of travelers passed through the area on its way to Egypt. They stopped to collect water from the well. One of the men lowered his bucket into the darkness. Suddenly, he felt something unusual. When he pulled the bucket up, he discovered a young boy holding onto it. The man cried out with surprise and joy, "Good news! Here's a boy!" The travelers quickly brought Yousaf out of the well. They saw a handsome, intelligent child and realized he could be sold as a slave in Egypt. Instead of returning him to his family, they kept him hidden among their goods. The brothers learned that the caravan had found Yousaf, but rather than admit the truth, they claimed that he was their runaway servant. The travelers accepted the claim and bought him for a small price. The Quran tells us that Yousaf was sold for only a few silver coins. The people who bought him did not know his true value. How often does the world fail to recognize the people whom Allah has chosen? A child who would one day become a prophet, a leader, and a source of mercy for an entire nation was sold for a handful of coins. The caravan then continued its long journey toward Egypt. With every step, Yousaf moved farther from his father and closer to the destiny Allah had prepared for him. Back at home, Prophet Yaqub continued to grieve. His eyes filled with tears, but his heart remained connected to Allah. He believed that the story was not over, even though everyone around him thought Yousaf was gone forever.